So how long does it take for a court confirmation sale that's listed for sale? So here's the process. First, the property is listed for sale. And there's a publication that tells you the date after which offers can be accepted. So offers cannot be accepted before a certain date, only after a certain date. Now, if there's offers, they can accept right away after that, or they might wait longer. So usually we'll put a date offers accepted on or after, in this case, July 25th. Next, there's a normal negotiation process. You have an offer, maybe a counteroffer and such and contingencies, and you open escrow. Now, the next step is, just like a normal buyer has contingencies, the buyer has to clear the contingencies. Maybe they have financing, maybe they have an inspection. Big misnomer is that a court confirmation requires all cash. That's not true. It might because of the property, or it might qualify for financing. It's the overbidder that has to be all cash or the same terms. So now the buyer has cleared contingencies and they're ready to send it for court confirmation. So the buyer has to raise the deposit to 10% of the purchase price. Now, that's a question if they have to or not. I'm not an attorney, I'm a real estate broker. The buyer coming in has to come in at 5%. The reason we raise it 10% is that makes the prospective buyer at the court overbid have to come in with that amount. So there's a question that is not clear in the law, and I've seen some judges invalidate the sale because of that, or allow it and make the buyer pay, the upcoming buyer pay more. The best practice is they have the buyer put up 10%, and then we file the petition. They've waived contingencies, and then from the day you file that petition, it's typically in Los Angeles County now 31 days, 35 days from the filing date to the court date. So now let's retrack. You have the offer process, you accept the contract, the buyer clears contingencies, that's maybe 17 days. Then you file the petition. It might take the attorney a couple days to get the paperwork together. Once it's filed, automatically get your court date back. Now you know the date of the confirmation. So if you have that court date, and it's, let's say 35 days out, you show up at court. If nobody overbids, the buyer now has the property. Other buyers can come to the court and overbid by at least 5% plus $500. So if the purchase price is $500,000, a buyer would have to bid $525,000, $500,000 to start the bidding. The original buyer can match it, and then there'd be an auction at that point. The buyers who show up that they have to show up with a cashier's check, not a personal check, not a cashier's check made out to the estate for a minimum of 10% of that minimum opening bid. So at a $500,000 property, the overbidder had to show up with a check for $52,500 or 10% of the opening bid. Either the winning bidder or the original bidder wins in the court, judge approves it, and then we have to prepare the order for the judge to sign. Sometimes that's a day or two, sometimes it takes longer. And then once a certified copy of that order is given the buyer or their escrow, they have 10 days to close. So that's the process. You have a regular escrow period, you have regular contingencies, then you have a 31 to 35 day wait period to get the court date, and then about another 10 to 20 day period to get the order. I'm sorry, another 3 to 7 days to get the order, and then you close in 10 days. Hope that helps you. I'm Bill Gross. I'm an expert in this process. I've listed many properties this way. I've represented buyers of many sides this way. So if you have questions on this, please reach out to me. Thanks.